What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's been 2 weeks since I painted this, and now everything has dried off to the point where I'm able to start sanding it down, leveling it out, and polishing it to get rid of the scratches. But yeah, as you can see here, the paint did not turn out quite as well. I think 600 grit was a bit too low. I don't know if you guys can see, but 600 grit might be a bit too low because you can still see some of the scratch marks. So going up all the way to 800 is definitely recommended. Now another thing also, since I painted it, I can't actually wash it. So as you can see here, this was from either a bird dropping or like something, but it itched into the clear coat. So I mean, I can't fix that because all my stuff has gone past its use date. So I'm just gonna pray that once I start sanding it down, leveling it out, it should be fine, because I did spray a lot of coats, so there should be a decent chunk of meat on there for me to send out. But yeah, it's been sitting here for 2 weeks. Of course, I've been driving it, so it's been collecting like road grimes and stuff. But yeah, I think to start with, we're gonna start with a nice wash for the car and remove all that grease, and then we'll get down into the nitty-gritty of sanding it, polishing it. And yeah, now I'm not doing it with a DA polisher, I'm doing this by hand, so I'll be doing roughly like a panel or two each day. So yeah, I'll just show you the main difference. I'm not gonna show you every single panel. I'll just show you the main difference, the before and after. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I can fix my mistake. So yeah. Alright guys, so this is, I think I'm gonna start on the hood. So as you can see, I've already washed my whole car down, and that's just bits of dust landing on there, so I'm gonna have to wipe that off later. But I tried polishing the trunk by hand about 2 days ago, and I spent about 3 hours doing about like this much. So I went and bought myself a DA polisher right here off Amazon. This was the cheapest one that I could find, and it came with the polisher, of course, and it came with 3 foam pads that you could use. So yeah, this has definitely saved me a lot of hassle, and I definitely recommend it, especially when you're doing big panels like me. But yeah, as you can see, I've already polished down the trunk. This is the so I'll get that off later. This is what it looks like after. So as you can see, it's pretty smooth. It's not mirror like. You can see there's a bit like orange peel that I got here, and yeah, bits of spray paint that I messed up. So I definitely messed up the paint, but you know, from a distance it doesn't look that bad. And let's see, I've also polished my driver's side door here. So I did that just then. As you can see, it's pretty nice. I got rid of the scratch marks here. I'll show you what the other one looks like for better reference. This is the other one. This is roughly what it looked like before I polished it. As you can see, you got these really ugly marks all across here. The overall paint itself is not bad, but yeah. So today I'm gonna do the hood. I will be wet sanding this and getting rid of all these clear coat streak marks, and then I'm gonna wet sand on this and then compound and polish it, and then we'll see if it turns out better or worse than the hood. So yeah, I'm also gonna fix up my headlights because I got clear coat on that as well. But yeah, the overall progress right now, I don't know how good the camera picks it up, but in real life, this door looks fantastic. It looks really good. As you can see, it's almost like a mirror. But yeah, I do have little rust spots here and there that I didn't really notice when I was patching up the car. So yeah, gonna have to touch this up bit by bit eventually. So yeah, let's get into it. So before you start wet sanding, I am using 1200, 2000 and 3000 grit sandpapers. I'm gonna start with 12,000 on 1200, just for the areas that I painted with clear coat to get rid of that overspray. But yeah, you want to soak them in water beforehand, preferably with dish soap, and cold water as well. And you also want to get yourself a little spray bottle like this, fill it up with cold water and dish soap as well. This just acts like a lubricant, allowing your thing to glide across. And then once I'm done sanding everything down, I will polish the hood. And yeah, that's pretty simple, easy as that, you know. Also to mention, I also took my hood lining off. As you can see, it is hella dirty. This is after it was cleaned as well. So you see, I don't know, I think there's like this bits of mold. I don't know if this is mold or what, but bits of mold here, bits of mold there. I don't know, I'm contemplating whether to just keep it or just throw it out. So yeah, let me know if you guys think this is worth keeping, or maybe I should just throw it out and see if I can get another one.
So my audio actually cut out here, so this whole clip is just gonna have no audio, so I'm gonna voice over it. But essentially this is just post polishing reflection. Yeah, you can obviously tell that the hood is a lot shinier on the areas that wasn't sprayed, but I think from a certain angle, you can't really tell. But if you look hard enough, you can see like these spots that I'm pointing at right now. They're from the paint underneath. I think the paint was slightly a bit darker than the original paint, and it had more blue flakes in it. So as you can see from, like, if you look up close, you can kind of see these really dark patchy spots. But overall, the hood is like really smooth. But as you can also see here, my terrible shit painting also resulted in orange peel beneath the paint, which I can't get rid of unless if I decide to repaint the whole thing. But again, it's not a big fuss. I mean, from an angle or from a distance, it looks all like one uniform color. So that's what I was really trying to aim for. If I do keep this car long term, I am planning to just respray the whole car in the future. Once I think I finish up the front bumper and then fix up the side skirt and the rear bumper, then I'll go ahead and respray the whole car. But yeah, this work, even with a DA polisher, is still very tiring, especially with the thing being super heavy. And when you're doing like the doors, vertical panels, it can be a struggle. But the overall job with a DA polisher is much easier, much simpler. I'm gonna have to try. I think wet sanding might have not been enough to really even out the paint, so I'll have to try again. But again, this job, I kind of botched it. But I mean, if you have the experience, or like if you have like the proper setup compared to like me doing it in a garage or like outside, I think you will get a lot better results. Also think because I got a little impatient at the end, so I kind of just like, gave up and just sprayed over the whole thing. But yeah, the whole car looks nice. It definitely looks a lot better now. It looks a lot shinier. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.